guys are ready for Saturday's card. Lots of good games, guys. Lots of things I like. There's very few things I don't like, but this whole card looks excited. I'm actually very excited to watch it. Can't wait for it to hit. So first thing first, we got Pachuca at home against Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul been on a hot one lately. But you guys know the story of how we've been this whole season. We've been pretty damn good at catching falling knives, and I think we're going to catch one with Pachuca. Pachuca they've been slacking, but also I think they've had the busiest schedule out of everybody. Pachuca has played in both tournaments, and even before the season started, they were playing in another one. I think in the Club World Cup, I believe. They were in the Club World Cup, then they got right into the Liga MX season, and they were playing both the Liga MX and the Leagues Cup. They were playing the Leagues Cup thing, so they haven't really had a break. I'm not really surprised to see them losing steam. This is a team that has a lot of talent. They've always produced a lot of talent. One of the more underrated teams of Liga MX. Cruz Azul, I know they're on a hot one, and like I said, anytime that there's some type of break, whether it's another tournament, CONCACAF, FIFA dates, right now Mexico's national team just played, so they did take a break. It kind of changes things. So when tournaments, start back up again, when Liga MX starts back up again, you shouldn't be surprised if you see even weirder things happen. And Cruz Azul, I'm very surprised we're getting them being on a hot streak, and they're a plus 144 favorite. You're getting a good price with Cruz Azul. If you want to take it, take it. But I'm looking the other way. I'm gonna try and catch another falling knife. We've been pretty good at doing that this season, and I think Pachuca takes this one. Give me Pachuca on the first half. Pachuca money line. And if the same Cruz Azul keeps showing up, the same Cruz Azul keeps scoring, I think we're going to get over this total if things should go south for me. But I think with that over 2.5, you're also going to see Pachuca contribute to that total. So I think all the values on Pachuca, you guys already know. I've been high on this team since week one. And I think they finally get a bounce back. Game on Saturday. I actually wouldn't mind watching this if it's early enough before some of the other games I want to get to, or some of just the other events Saturday. You guys already know Canelo's fighting Saturday. No one's gonna pay too much attention to football. So Tigres at home, Leon coming in. Tigres minus 260 favorite. Is it valid? Kind of. Leon is still in the top 10. But the thing is, Tigres have only covered a run line, a goal line, whatever you want to call it. Tigres has only won by more than one goal this season. I believe one time. They only beat Puebla, and that was that big 7-0 blowout. That was the only time that Tigres has ever covered a win by more than one goal. So the only way you're going to get any value out of wanting to back Tigres is if you lay goals, and this team has not really covered a goal line that much like that. Most of their wins have come from one goal wins. I don't think Tigres is gonna get a shutout win either, so I do like both teams to score, and just seeing that Tigres doesn't cover goal lines like that, it's not sexy, guys. I get it. It's not the most attractive pick. But I would have to take Leon plus 1.5. You're getting minus 145, which is not too bad. But I get it if you don't want to play it. There's better things on the board. There's better bets you can make on a Saturday. You don't have to force this one. I like Leon plus 1.5. Minus 145. It's a little juicy, but I think it's worth it in this spot. Tigres only covering a run line 1 out of 7 games. Yeah, I would have to go with Leon plus 1.5. I think Leon is even capable of scoring too. I like both teams to score as well. And the plus 1.5 in my back pocket for this game. Before we kick off this game, guys, let me know how you feel about this Santos logo. That's one I saw them promoting it a couple times. They still use the old one and this one, but let me know how you guys feel about this one. Now, we got my favorite team, Atlas, at home. Santos coming in. My team should not be minus 133, guys. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. I hate going against my team, but, they're not even good at paying my bills lately. So I can't back them up. All the value is just on Santos. You're getting Santos draw on the double chance. for plus 105. Santos is above Atlas on the standings. Santos is playing a lot better, and as of recent, their schedule has been just a little bit tougher. I know Atlas just came back from facing America, but they completely blew it. I think they were 2-2 at one point, but all I know is the final score was Atlas getting scored on 4 times. Both of these teams very, very capable of getting scored on. So I'm not even gonna look at the 2.5. I'm going straight for the 3. Over 3 goals, plus 120. I'm getting plus money for Santos and draw on the double chance. Yeah, my team can win, but do I want to pay minus 133 and find out? No. I'm used to getting my team at some good plus prices, and this is just not a game where I think they're valued. They should be valued at minus 133. So, I'm going against my team here. I'm okay with it in this one. Santos has been playing a lot better this season compared to the other last 3-4 season. And if they're going to continue to give us good prices with Santos, we've already cashed a couple tickets, especially on, when on the double chance. But mostly they win. Mostly we've cashed in on their winnings. They actually don't have a draw. Never mind. Now that I just realized it, Santos actually don't have a draw. So, maybe that double chance has been a waste. But I just don't see my team winning this one. At least not convincingly. If they win it, hats off to them. But I just don't see them winning it convincingly. Match that we're all looking most forward to on Saturday. Mexico's National Derby. A very ugly rivalry, actually, guys. I don't know if you guys know it, but it is a pretty damn ugly rivalry. America, Chivas. Yeah, this is our Mexico's national game as far as clubs. Whew. Okay, guys. America clearly in better form. Chivas is damn near at the bottom of the table. I can tell you stats. I can tell you everything. But let's be honest. When it comes to rivalries, nothing matters. None of that matters. I know America is the better team. I know this is not the best looking pick. But what have we said? What did I tell you guys at the beginning of the video? We've been pretty damn good at catching falling knives. I don't think Chivas is going to continue like this. They should be getting better. Most of their games are very, very close. They should maybe have 1 or 2 wins than what the record suggests. It's not like they played horrible against Cruz Azul. They didn't. Yeah, guys. I'm going to play Chivas money line for that plus 380. Not going to be my biggest bet of the day, but I will have something on it. I think just because I'm going with, the rivalry, and the underdog will probably get, the one up on the more favored. America has pretty much dominated this Chivas team, so it's not like I have much valuable information to back up a Chivas play other than it's a rivalry and things can happen. So, yeah, it's a little bit of gambling, but I think it's going to be a close game. And the lines are kind of telling us that both teams' score is very, very close. It's close to a pick'em. Minus 118 and minus 112, yes and no. It's very close. It's not like it's saying one team is going to easily get shut out or not. 2.5, the over 2.5 and the under 2.5. Also very close, minus 110. It doesn't seem, even the market, I don't think the market seems to know which direction this is going to go either. Even if you want to back America at minus 157, that's actually not too bad. So, just pick whatever you want to be on. I don't think there's a wrong pick in this game. Over, under, both teams to score, yes or no. Whichever side you want to be on. At this point, it's just, pick what you want, because it seems like odds are close and you're getting a good price on pretty much everything. So, give me Chivas money line, doing a little bit of gambling here. Over 2.5. The over, you guys already know the over is more my strategy as opposed to the under. So, I'm taking the over. I'm taking Chivas money line. And, hey, if Pachuca and Chivas hit, I don't care how the rest of the card goes, because, again, we've been pretty damn good at catching falling knives. And, hopefully we continue that luck. So, Chivas money line, let's get it done.